and we've got no format for this vlog.
Yeah.
So
keep it clean and keep it coming.
I'm going to write it as we go along.
Alright. Hello and welcome once again to vlog 27. I'm on my own at the moment. I don't know where Bragi is, but I'm sure he'll come along in a minute. I was just throwing something at me, so that means he's on his way. Well, we'll sort of catch up on what's been happening and what's not been happening. Hello, he's brought us
a glass of wine there for you.
Oh, thank you. Now, things are looking up. Cheers.
Cheers everybody.
Cheers.
And if you're under 18, don't drink alcohol.
Don't get caught.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Now, so the vlog, Viking vlog 27.
Who'd have thought we'd have made it?
That's like your catchphrase. We're gonna have that on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Who'd have thought it? Yes, 27 vlogs.
Excellent wine.
Now you'll be quite excited to hear this, Egil,
Mm-hmm.
because on the 30th vlog we are planning to be filming outside.
Whoopie-doo.
In front of a little barbecue with some burgers and food on the go.
Yeah, because to be honest, the weather's been up and down, hasn't it?
Oh, it has been up and down, but we're going to talk about that as we go along. Now, we've got no plan for this vlog.
Hence the booze.
This is the plan we've got for the vlog. I'm going to write it as we go along.
Right.
So, vlog 27.
Vlog 27. Oh, it begins with a V, not an F, yeah.
Yeah, do you not know that?
No.
Vlog.
It's the way people say it.
No, that's when you get a whip and you flog people.
Yeah. Or sell them something.
Or you're flogging a dead horse. So,
delicious.
The thing we always do first of all, Egil, is host updates.
Right.
What have you been up to?
What I haven't now been.
Right, come on.
I narrowly avoided a court appearance. Council tax.
Council tax.
Yeah.
Can you explain that to anybody who's not English?
Yeah, well, those of you who are not English, we have this robber baron.
Or Scottish, Welsh, Irish.
We have this robber baron mentality in this country, whereby jumped up little people enforce extortion laws on us.
Do you mean politicians?
Yeah, you call them that. And they pass a law whereby everybody has to pay towards this, that and the other. It used to be called rates, where if you owned property, you paid. If you didn't, you didn't have to pay, which strikes me as being the fair way. They pursue you quite...
persistently.
Yeah, and basically it means you've got to talk to them. I had genuinely forgotten I'd got to pay it, so no harm done. That's been sorted. I went to a stone circle yesterday.
Was that the day when we met in the pub?
Probably.
And we had that interesting meeting.
Ah, no, that was somebody else.
Oh, right.
But yes, I know the one you mean. Yeah, the three intellectuals.
Indeed.
They didn't have the intellect of a baked potato, but never mind.
Never mind.
As I say, I went to a stone circle yesterday with my ex-girlfriend, and we had a good time. Once we found it, it was a funny day because it was cloudy, and I thought, oh, if it's pouring with rain, there's no use to going. Then it came warm, and we went out, and we were just coming back inside of a car, and it poured down. But Doltor, for those of you who are in Derbyshire, it's Stanton Moor in Derbyshire, not far from Nine Ladies, which is another bigger stone circle, and it's Neolithic.
Very old.
Yeah, we're talking about.
Can you remember it being built?
Yeah. Well, the interesting thing, now you mention it, you've got the. I'm carrying on. It's called being a professional. We've got this small ring.
It's a vlog. We don't have to be professional in a vlog.
And around it, I think there may have been a prior circle.
Well, I believe it's now more than 9 ladies, because haven't they not found more stone?
Oh, no, this is...
this is another one. Stanton Moor stone.
Yeah, this is Doltor.
Yeah, I've not been to that one, I don't think.
It's in the woods, and I'm not kidding you. You could fit it in from...
Can you explain to the folks who don't know what a stone circle is?
Circle of stones. They are ancient... excuse me. It's a bit more explanation needed. They are sites of what we think were ancient pre-Christian religions, and they would meet there. I think the meeting place is probably a more proper description, because people would meet there. What they did there, I don't even pretend to know.
Yes, we don't call it ritual.
Well, they're aligned to stars, and they're aligned like Stonehenge. For hundreds of years, people have been greeting the sunset when they should have been greeting the moon. But
I bought a couple of nice books on stone circles recently, Egil, including one about a man who went round touring stone circles and wrote a diary. I've been reading that. Very interesting, by a professor.
Well,
I can't remember his name.
Derbyshire's got the most stone circles. And
Has it?
It's a spiritual landscape.
More than Orkney?
Yeah.
Now, can you just explain to the folks not in the UK what Derbyshire is and where it is?
Derbyshire is like a state, the capital of which, of course, is Derby, hence the name.
Or Northworthy.
It's quite a large county, and it's very ancient. Well, most of the land is, of course, but I mean, there are ancient sites dated from Neolithic, pre-Neolithic. We're talking about 5,000 to 8,000 years ago. We've even got sites where prehistoric man were at a place called Creswell Crags, and they've actually got cave paintings in there, the only ones in Britain, but you can't see them because they're frightened of you damaging them.
It's a shame that. It'd be nice to go there one day and film.
There was a programme on there, and they did allow them to film it, and they're antelope.
Yes, I've seen pictures of them. So fascinating. Or perhaps in another episode, or in a future history chat episode, we'll chat about stone circles a bit more, because they are a fascinating subject.
If you're into cave paintings, there's Lascaux.
We kind of go. Yeah, let's get back to the host updates now. Because
okay, go on then.
Have you been done anything else you want to let the folks know across the world, Middle Earth?
No. Well, I've been reading. I'm actually reading Tacitus and about the emperors at the moment.
So when you read a book, do you think, oh, that could be an idea for content? Do you do that?
It's whatever grabs you. I mean,
Perhaps you should start doing that a bit more.
Well, I started reading Henry Miller's Tropic Accounts and thought it was rubbish and didn't read it anymore. So I mostly read about the First War or Vikings. I suppose I could, but this is my downtime. It's what I do an hour before I go to bed.
Jolly good.
Anyway, what have you been up to?
Well, what have I been up to?
That's what I asked you.
Yeah, so... Well, it really... every week becomes the same, really, in a way. So I've not done anything too special. I mean, I've had a bit of a bug last few weeks ago, so we've had a slight break in filming, which we'll talk about in a minute in the channel update.
See, he's writing it down. Mine's a mine of information.
Yeah, so I might write it down. And, so I've had a bit of time off from filming, so that's good from a personal point of view. I've not fallen out of any attics recently, you'd be glad to know.
Yeah.
I've had some nice time out relaxing, and a few beers in Derby. Whenever I have a beer in Derby, I tend to take a picture of it and post it onto Instagram. So, drinking beer is a Viking thing, isn't it? You got to face it,
I'm more a wine or brandy kind of guy, but yeah.
Well, fair enough, but,
bit of stout, bit of...
Oh, look, could be a bit of stout. So I've been doing that. I bought a new bag, $49.99.
Tunic.
Well, there is a new tunic, a second-hand one, but it needs a bit of work. I think it will probably suit you better than me. If not, it will just go into the spare pile in case we ever get any guests come on the channel and they want to dress up. I mean, I think it would be ideal to do dress up.
Yeah, exactly. But no, as I said, I went to Dull Tour yesterday, had a walk around town. I shall be tomorrow. Well, no, actually, tomorrow I will be at Kettleston Road College.
Oh, right.
Having a picture taken.
This is a shout out to meet you.
Yeah.
Be in the past.
Yeah, as was the Industrial Museum where I used to work, is now called the Museum of Making.
Making, yes.
And there was a famous, it's famous locally, as a strike.
So if you've got some connections there, do you not think you should let them know? Because we are fundamentally making. We're making a modern product.
Yeah.
Video. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Whether it's a physical product or a non-physical product, we're still making.
I'll have a word, but there was a guy, if you're watching, Rocco, he was supposed to talk to me about being a Viking, and I was going to get you to come along as well.
Yes. Now, we have started a new page on... I've just mentioned this on Facebook, and just talking about Derby, and it's basically called YouTube Derby. And this is basically a new page where anybody's got a YouTube channel, it's basically to promoters, basically, and to promote other YouTubers. Because I think we need to build up a community of fellow YouTubers from Derby, because there must be other YouTubers.
Sure there are.
And let's face it, I mean, if there's a channel out there and they're doing successful and they might do some kind of comedy, then we could do some kind of collab. So.
Anyway, to continue.
Yes.
I will be at Kelston Road having my picture taken as ultra striker with the top hat, the tails and the tights, and the same night I shall be in Leicester having a barbecue with my mate Rob.
Cool, what a life you live.
Oh yeah, well this is the most exciting thing that's happened in years.
This is a rock and roll lifestyle of Egil.
And hopefully we'll be down in a few drinks at Rob or Pete's place and having a good time. And that'll be it then for about 10 months or a year before I do anything else more exciting than obviously this. So that's my life in a pistachio nutshell.
Well, yes, you don't know what's heading your way, Egil, when we're going on international tours and we film the series, Taking Egil Abroad.
Yeah.
Now, we said that if we ever visit Barbados and the Jamaican Islands, Bernard has offered to come and be our chaperone.
Bernard's a very nice guy.
So, hello, Bernard.
Hi, Bernard. He made me roar laughing. He's so laid back, he's almost double.
Yes, he's one of the carers who cares for my dad. And I'd like to say hello to some other people. So, hello to Tangi and Jezebel. And I'd like to say hello to Christina, so another carer.
She's the woman. Yeah, I know her,
yeah. And another carer is Suki, who I said say hello to.
I don't know her.
No, you never met her, you won't know her.
No, exactly.
Have you got anybody to say hello to? We don't often do this.
I would like to say to my mum and dad, but they're both dead.
Well, maybe up there, watching.
More likely down there. Say hi to Helen, good storytelling lady. Rob, who I'll be seeing tomorrow. Pete, who I'll be seeing tomorrow. And of course, Anthony.
The lender of the original camera number 2. Yeah.
Anthony, what's left of my family who are talking to me. Not many of them. But, have a groovy time, all of you people. I may not have mentioned everybody, but, we've only got a limited amount of time.
Yeah, so there we go, saying hello to people. So, I don't think we've ever done that in a vlog. No, so let's do a channel update. So,
okay.
We've had a mini break, basically because a couple of factors. I had some kind of summer cold, so for a week, I'm getting your hats out, but you're going to get into action then.
It was tripping up.
So I had a bit of a cold and didn't quite feel up to filming. And then after that, for a couple of weeks, we've just had awful weather, haven't we?
Oh, yeah. But the big joke is they've promised us a massive thunderstorm.
Oh, they did, yes, on Tuesday.
I sweated more with looking at my tax bill than...
I mean, it gave out proper warnings and everything.
Yeah.
And then
Amber warnings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've got nothing.
But
never mind.
Mind people...
We're back now in front of the camera.
People in Kent were flooded out and things like that, but the very people you thought were going to escape it were the ones who copped it worse. Who knows?
So let's talk about the 700 milestone we just achieved. We're now on 731.
Nice.
That was most excellent. Totally awesome dudes and dudettes.
It's down to you guys.
Of course it is. Yeah. I mean, without you guys and ladies, of course, we wouldn't be here. We'll just be doing it for ourselves.
Yeah, well, Vikings are doing it
for themselves.
Yeah.
And of course, I published the video where I sung the Moustache song.
Yeah.
And that so far has not been made on public again. So it's still live. Actually, it went down quite a storm.
Yeah, well.
I didn't get slated for it, so I thought I might do.
Have you ever thought of growing one yourself?
What, a moustache?
Yeah.
Or no, well, maybe one day.
Or a beard?
Well, I think I might leave it. When we get 10,000 subs, we'll have a poll. You know, and if they say Braggy should grow a beard, I'll grow a beard. I might shave it off after a month.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I remember trying to grow... Oh, I grew a beard in 6 weeks, but it was itchy as heck. And after 6 weeks, it began to split.
Yes. Fork beard.
Yeah, I didn't like it, so I shaved it
Yes.
off.
Once you get past that conscious stage of growing a beard and the itchiness, then you're all right.
Yeah, but I just had a change of mind, that's all.
So another thing that was published on another channel, which is the Braggy Magnuson channel, after my namesake, which is a folk tale of the Billy Goat Scruff by Egil with swearing.
Woo!
Oh yes, bad Egil, but it was very entertaining. So if you're not seeing that video and you don't mind a bit of swearing, then I urge you to go and check it out and subscribe to that channel
And
too.
if you watch it, don't complain.
No.
Right, because you've been warned.
We have warned people.
Yeah, and, you know.
And we will be looking to publish other folk tales in the future and do other things on that channel. So...
Yeah, so I think, I don't know what else is going on. I've just had a night. What sort of wine was it? It was really nice. Huh?
This is a rosé wine. I can show you the bottle. It's not bad. It's about under a £5.
All my wine is.
It's drinkable.
Yeah.
It's got a very nice sweet taste.
It's a nice one to have on a day like this.
Well, we'll continue the channel update. So I'm trying to think. Now, very recently, we've just done 35,000 views on the channel.
Wow.
So that's really amazing. But also notice that a lot of our older content is also being watched. So I think that's cool.
Well, we try and cater for all tastes, you know. That's what we do. It's no point being blinkered because you're not going to get the views, are you?
Oh no. But it's not about, it's about doing your keyword search and having correct titles, because there's no point having a title in the video. Let's say, let's a name, you know, have a folk tale. Let's say the Three Little Pigs, and then have Egil Thorson storyteller behind it, because for that phrase there could be very, very few people. But if you just have the Three Little Pigs story or fairy tale, you're going to find there's thousands, if not millions, looking for that.
I think the viewers might like to know what we actually do. I mean, if we're being honest, my thing is standing in front of the camera or sitting and acting the goat.
Yeah, but you need to step up more.
However, this
And do more
guy
research.
does the actual ideas, he does the mechanics of filming and edits it, which in itself,
Well,
just
and
editing
add
is...
all the comments
Yeah.
and
It's a long, long thing. We've also got this guy, Tom Dale, who does...
a lot of the hashtags and retweets forwards. So.
Again, you know, that's useful. I have actually got news for Bragi. I have applied for a computer course.
Have you?
Yep.
Oh, right.
I did the IQ test and all the other nonsense, only to be told we haven't got the numbers. We'll let you know. However, one of it is creating websites.
Yeah. So have fun there. I gave up on that.
Well, if I can learn it, at least I can do a bit here and there, you know.
Yeah. Well, in my mind, the most valuable thing you can do for the channel is research.
Well,
Because what do you want me doing the research, or do you want me concentrating on the monetarisation?
Well, I suppose
There you
research is the actual thing.
Well, research is very important.
Yeah.
But, you know, you put a lot of time into a channel like this. You do want to make an income out of it in the long run, because, you know, it's not just a hobby. We put a lot of time into this channel.
It is and it isn't a hobby.
Yeah.
You do it because you like it.
Well, we
otherwise
do it because it's fun.
Yeah, you know, I mean, that should be your main reason to do it.
It's our main reason.
I mean, if anybody just says, oh, I do it for the money, then you're going to be on a short wicket, because
Yes.
you're limiting your imagination.
And you're concentrating on the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're lucky and you work hard, sorry, I keep over talking you. You can make a good income out of YouTube. People.
Well, also the thing is your quality of what you do. The product we produce is the best we can manage. It's not amateur.
Well, the main aim on the channel is to keep improving over time.
And that again is, you know, with comments, and improved equipment.
I think we have done that.
Yeah.
We stepped up. We've done B-roll this year. We've never done that last year. We've invested in camera equipment.
We've invested in lights, camera equipment.
We need
costumes.
some more lights soon.
Yeah, perhaps you're right. I mean, again, the technique has improved. It's become slicker. You inherited some camera gear. I don't know if that's any use to you, but
The lenses are, but not the camera bodies.
But having said that, we're moving along, and that's what we've got to do.
Yeah, I think the next thing we're going to buy is a set of LED lights, because then they'll be dimmable. Because these lights aren't dimmable, so they're either too strong in your face or not strong enough.
Hence, you got one pointing at the ceiling.
Yeah,
that's life. That happens at things like the BBC as well, doesn't it?
Right, so the next thing we're going to chat about is a little bit of history, and this is something right up Egil Street, and it's women in the Viking Age. Whilst I go and check the camera, make sure we're not running out of time.
Okay, he's run away from that very successfully. Women in the Viking Age. They are overlooked, even now in this age where we're supposed to be having equality. But it's a subject well worth looking at, because if you ignore women's role, you're looking at least 50% of the picture and not the 100%. So what was the role of women? They weren't the shrinking little violets you see on television. They had a definite role in society. One of the names they had, he's back again, was Peace Weaver. Now you imagine, you got two guys, they're aggressive in their culture and they've been drinking and they start falling out. The woman comes between them and says, calm down, the pair of you, because she knows she's the one who has to look after them if they get injured. So she creates an accord where they're peaceful. So when the children are born, the boy goes, he's taught by his father his trade. So if he's a barrel maker, he becomes a barrel maker. The women, they are taught the medicine, which herb does what, and where to get them, how to grow them, and how to use them. They're taught how to cook, although that's probably not totally a female's role. She's also taught the history of the family, and something that people forget, she's taught how to handle men, how to handle them successfully, and that means to keep them quiet and keep them working. There's also a viewpoint that they were taught how to fight, and I agree with that to a certain degree, because when the men were away raiding or whatever, the women looked after the children. Well, it's not much good if all she can do is scream for help. She would probably be armed with the sax, the knife, or of course
good axe,
a good old trusty axe. Most farms would have an axe, and it would be a crazy man who tried to attack a woman with children when she's wielding one of these. Also, there is, how did Valkyries come into being? Shield maidens. And I believe earnestly that they were fighters.
There we go.
Yeah, you probably didn't get that many, but who's to say? But they also had social standing. Now, you have the housewife. That is a social rank, and that was shown by 3 keys hanging from a belt: the key to the house, the key to the food, and the key to the money. Now the king himself could ride up, and if she says he's not coming in, he didn't come in. Yeah, she ran the household, and everybody had to be able to spin their quota. Now, if they didn't do it right, she'd crack them around the head. Single women tended to spin far more, hence you get the word spinster. And while they're making the clothes, the cloth, they would tell stories to the children, or what herbs do what, and things like that. There's one example of Viking medicine. Say Bragi gets injured in the stomach.
Ow.
And they want to know, has it pierced his bowel? So the women make him a porridge with onions and garlic, really smelly. He eats that. They wait a few hours and then they smell the wound. And if it smells of garlic, he's off to Valhalla. If not, the bowel is intact.
That's interesting, that.
So they bind him up and away you go. They would also make ale for the family because water was mostly was not really safe to drink, because you had things like tapeworm eggs,
of course,
and a curus which would go through all your organs. So ale, it was about 2%, for drinking every day.
A weak beer.
Yeah, but you would have stronger stuff, and also you get things like cider, which would knock your boots off. It's that strong. Also, the bride could choose her husband, but she was not allowed to receive presents or poems, anything written or spoken that could have rune or spells in it. She could get divorced if she finds out the boyfriend she thought was like Brad Pitt was more like Armpit. You get rid of him. And the way you show off naked flesh, and on the market day, and she goes, I divorced thee, I divorced thee, I divorced thee. Job's a good one. Split in half, she has the children, he pays for them, and everyone goes away happy. Or she can get the man to dress as a woman, and the woman can dress as a man, and the church was not very keen on cross-dressing, and that would be that. The women had no direct votes at the all thing. They could do business up to 3/4 of an ounce of silver, which is quite a bit. If you were a widow, and a red-haired widow at that, you would be seen as lucky because you had red hair. Any red-haired person was lucky, but it was shown that you could run a farm, and of course you'd have suitors galore. I'm not saying they were better treated, they had a different time, and I think that's good enough for the moment for me to finish on that note.
Yeah, we're about out of time.
Okay.
So,
bye.
So a little brief chat on women in the Viking Age, and at some point we're going to do a history chat episode talking about women. So perhaps you do a bit more research and find some more information for a much longer episode.
Dr. Jesh of Nottingham University has written an excellent book called Women in Anglo-Saxon Society.
Well, I've not read that one.
No.
And if you've got any comments or any questions for us or any ideas for the next vlog, I urge you to leave them in the comments section. Until the next time we meet again, it's goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from him.
Goodbye.
Bye.